Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with the guy who finished first in the race, but got 7th place points. Hey, you know what? This car was on fire, in a good way.
Yeah, it was good. I worked all week on it. I took off a whole week and worked on it, and today when I woke up, I didn't know for sure I was going to even make it. So worked really hard on it, and I got here about 5:30. Bought some tires. Luckily, when I lined up behind Brian Harrell, and I said, okay, I'm going to chase Brian Harrell. Wherever he goes, I'm going. And we went down the first corner, and I saw he had a little push, and I saw some grass and track to the bottom, and I said, I'm going to go over there. And luckily, we got to the stripe and to finish lap 1, and I got to keep that spot. And then from then on, I just really, I couldn't hear my radio guy very well, and I didn't know. And I really thought the whole race that Brian Harrell was in my blind spot right next to me. Because when I looked in the mirror, I saw Rich, but I did not see Brian, and I thought Brian's got to be there. And so I was going as fast as I could, but so I felt really good. The cars never ran this well.
So what I'm guessing now is you're probably going to put a picture of Brian right here, just so you're like, oh, he's there, I know he's there. And look what happened, you ran away.
I think I have to get rid of the rearview mirror and stop looking in the rearview mirror, not worrying about what's back there, but or get louder radios, something like that, because my radios, I just couldn't hear a thing the guy was telling me.
One or the other. I think the radio might be a little safer, though.
It was the guy was from Rich DeLong's crew, and I'm pretty sure he was just muffling his voice on purpose, so I couldn't hear. But he was really excited sounding, so I thought for sure Brian was right there. But
So you're winner, but let's talk about what happened as far as not winning.
Well, they came out with a bunch of new rules. We had to take the spoilers off the cars, and then the rear windows became parachutes, so we got rid of the rear window. We didn't have to. We can run any offset wheel. According to the rules, it said we didn't have to stamp tires anymore. And if we ran our shocks from last year, the QA1 shocks, we had to run a 25-pound weight penalty, which I did. We were supposed to weigh 3,050 pounds, and I weighed 3,080 pounds. I didn't know that's penalty weight, and it has to be bolted to the frame on the right side of the car in front of the bell housing and behind the A-arms and marked yellow. It didn't say that in the rules, and I said, well, I didn't know about it. And I guess they had a driver's meeting today, but I got here at 5:30, and I didn't hear nothing about it, so it doesn't matter. I didn't have 25 pounds to put in it anyway, so. But, we'll do it for next time. I'm just going to put regular stock shocks in it, and I don't need the QA ones. They ain't no good anyway.
Yeah. So you got to watch out next time. He's going to be all set for you. You going to make the driver's meeting next time?
No.
Okay, sir. See, it's like a class, and the teacher throws in those little things that they're going to put in a quiz, and that was one of those things.
I'm never going to show up on time again. I am going to show up at 5:30.
That's a good point, though. Look what happened.
If there's 8 or 10 cars, I'll start in the back with everybody else, and we'll just go. I'll save myself some practice laps.
Pass everyone on.
15 laps on these tires. It'll last me all year at this rate.
Hey, that ain't bad, right?
Not at all. Not at all. It will at the pay I'm going to get. 7th place is probably like $26, so.
I wouldn't know. I never finished in 7th place. I was like 10th or 11th, so.
Well, how many cars are you guys going to have this year?
I don't know.
Are you racing?
I'm not, but Tommy is.
Okay, good. Yeah. I saw Tommy's car getting painted in my car. My roof was just painted over at Colado Shop and Central Valley Auto Body. And I saw your guys' car there.
Nice. Anyone else you want to throw in?
I don't have any sponsors except DJ Safety.
Well,
great guys that have helped me since '93. They made my first fire suit, which I don't fit in anymore. But
why not?
Like when I built my first car, I weighed 185, and 12 years ago I brought it here, and I built it for Greg Benner. And when the track opened in '99, Jeff Schrader was the guy here. Well, Jeff and I raced a lot over the years at Saga Speedway, and so when he became that role, he took it a little too far, and we did the tire test for Goodyear here, and we were pretty fast on that. That's when the super stocks ran on the short track, and great tire test. Everything was good. Everything was great. They told, hey, you can't bring the car back. I said, why? He said, it's illegal. You can't bring it back. I said, what happened? So we met over at Greg Benner's house, and Schrader showed up with a book that a bunch of measurements he took from the junkyard, and he started measuring all these things, and he said, this isn't right, and this isn't right, and this isn't right. And I said, well, it's not a street stock, it's a super stock. And then he said, nope, you can't race this car here. So that car 12 years ago, which I built. I just took it out the other day. I fixed it up and finally finished it, and I just got that car running the other day. So for the last 2 weeks, I've been working on cars too much, and now I'm tired.
Working on cars.
Yep.
Race car driver's dream, right?
Yeah, I'm having a good time. I had a really good time. I don't really care about first place or 7, don't matter. I'm glad I ran good. That's all I wanted to do is run good. So.
Hey, when you dominate a race, there's not much to complain about. That's Mr. Cromsigt himself.
And my wife's going to get mad at me. I should have said ran well. She says all those racers always say run good.
He did really good today.
Anyway, thanks for interviewing me. I appreciate it.
That's him.